Alrighty everyone, we are back for some Akali gameplay with Chovy. I will go ahead and get you guys the rune setup right here, and we can get into lane phase right after. Alright, here we are. Into lane phase with Chovy over here. And he is facing in his ear, which means he, in also many matchups, must be very passive. Because the Azir is just going to poke from long range and hurt her otherwise. So since Azir used both W's, he actually weaved around all the W's and where he was standing to actually get an auto in. Which actually got him 1 CS, which is nice. So he's taking a bit of damage here, which is kind of painful, but he does want to get CS. So he's doing his absolute best to do it without losing too much HP. I find Akali is a very difficult champion, actually. I'm sure many people who have tried this version of Akali ever since her change from like multiple years ago can attest that the champion is pretty hard. But she is quite entertaining to play. Oh, he missed quite a bit of that there. Chovy, come on, man. You're supposed to be showing the people. Yeah, show the people. Anyways, we're going to keep going. We're going to try to slow push this wave most likely, or we're going to hope that it pushes back to us because the Azir messes up. But it looks like we're not going to have much choice but it getting slowly shoved towards him. Which is a bit crappy, but we can't really help it. So as you can see, he actually is keeping himself quite healthy here. Not taking too much harass, using his fleet footwork quite a bit to actually sustain back up. And his haste for blood, of course. You're going to see him try to get his haste for blood off every time it's up. And you're going to see him try to get his fleet footwork every time it's up. To keep this health part as healthy as possible. It's very important for melee type champions in the mid lane if you're running fleet footwork to actually be doing this. Yeah, see, he's still trying to get the E through, but he's just not managing to, and he tries to get the Q through. Generally speaking, the taste... Oh, he did get the Q through at some point. My bad. But generally speaking, when you get... Even if you're trading like one spell for one spell, it's even damage, but you also gain health. So the resource is a little in your favor in those cases. Okay. Yeah, he's actually out farming the Azir now, which is pretty much unacceptable. Not only is he out farming the Azir, so he has more gold, but these minions are pushing this way, which will cause even more gold. And the Azir is going to start getting really... It's going to start getting in a really bad position. The reason it's a bad position is the Azir doesn't want to be stuck here. And he's starting to run out of mana. He's starting to have a lot of issues. But it's not bad just yet. He could save it. And for the most part, the way of saving it would be to shove it in and try to get all the way in. Yeah, see, he's walking it in. So, something I was taught the other day. I might as well show it to you guys. Let me back this up just a bit for you guys. In many cases, in lower ELO, in this situation, this Azir won't actually walk up with the minions. If he does not walk up with the minions, we can actually hold these minions right here in front of the turret. Obviously, I mean outside of the range, so I could be drawing incorrectly, but if you don't know the turret range, you can just go to a custom and it'll literally show you the range of first turret. And you can just hold the minions there. And we'll take some damage for it, but we do have a health bot. And in doing so, we ensure ourselves a better lane position against the Azir. In this specific matchup's case, this may not be good because this is too many minions and we really want to sustain and survive, which I do believe is the case. However, you can do this in other matchups like Control Mage versus Control Mage, Because if this was another control mage instead, with like a little CC, let's just say like Syndra or something, now your release is activated and could, in theory, instead of going this way, come here if you ping her to come. And all of these things make us happy. But additionally, the lane state being here, I also changed the thing to make it easier. Lane state being here gives us quick access to this if we are in trouble, so the Nilly cannot gank us. Of course, I did know this before, but I might as well explain all the use case of stopping lane here. Versus he has to go all the way back here. As you can see, I'm drawing pretty real lines even in this case. He has to walk all of this, you have to walk this. This is safety. Back here is like safety for him. So, sorry for the kind of tangent, but it could actually end up helping you guys a lot in your games if you actually just freeze the lane and actually get the gank through. Of course, this at least is just a boss and comes in anyways. And they're gonna pick it up. And he's gonna walk out. So, in this case, this could have even been better. I do think their play works completely fine. What happens here, sorry to break it down again, but essentially it's quite obvious. Elise looks over towards here. Elise sees this, sees it's going to be under turret, and says, I have, I don't know, 15 to 30 seconds to gank. She takes that time to walk from here all the way here on the minimap, and then you see the flash, you see the cocoon, plus E, you see the cocoon, stopping him, letting him catch up, hitting him up, and getting it. And this is really good. So essentially we do try to freeze to give even more time than 15 to 30 seconds. But in the highest elos, it doesn't matter as much in this case. Especially since we're not in the best position to do it. If we were more healthy than the Azir, that'd be really easy. But yeah, I don't want you guys trying to freeze and then saying, why doesn't my jungler come or something, because sometimes you're gonna have issues. It's quite a common occurrence in the world of League of Legends, especially lower elos. But this is okay. And 42 CS at 530 is pretty sick, to be honest. What just happened here? Sorry. Let's see this. So he gets here. He's TPing, the spectator bugged. So he instantly TPs here, which we can't see. That was weird. So he instantly TPs here, seeing this Azir, or this Aatrox, sorry, and just wrecks him. He ended up buying also. It's okay. Like, this could be worse things. He helps the jungler with that for free. He doesn't plan to take it at all. And we're back to lane, which is shoving back into us, which is really good for us. And we're going to go back to doing more of the same. We're going to try proc fleet, and we're going to try plot taste for blood. As you can see, the HP stayed relatively even, or his HP stayed relatively the same. Trading 1 W auto for that. Oh, the... Okay, I can discuss this too. But taste for blood gave him this much HP. So he traded that HP for this HP back, which is even. Like, these two things look just about even. Like, I could be overwriting this or overwriting this. It doesn't really matter. We're not trying to get pure numbers here. We can clearly tell it's just about even. And even is fine. If we got away with it, then we'd be even more happy. Because if we got the Q do nothing, then we just got free HP and he lost HP for nothing. Now, what's going on here, kind of important, is Nautilus is coming for a roam. which I did not notice. Sorry, I am somewhat waking up while recording this video. He notices this. He notices this minion wave is pushing. You can know a minion wave is pushing because there are more creeps for him than yourself. So very important. He has more creeps than... Sorry, let me do this easier for you guys to actually see. Okay, so clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue circles, 5 red circles. This is a big blue circle, which pushes it even faster. So because this is the case, Nautilus sees this and knows that the Azir wants to shove this in, because if the Akali is allowed to keep it here, then he's going to be screwed. Because then Elise could come, Nautilus could come, and either of them could come from either side, and he would be unable to do anything about it. He would be sad. So his hope is that no one is here so he can fix the lane state on his own. So this is why he's trying to do it. But sadly for him, Nautilus is here. And Nautilus comes in seeing him throw his W out. Wait, was it the W? Sorry, yeah, I think it was. He sees W. Yes, he sees W. So the partial reason this W matters. I don't actually know if he has another one up. If he has another one up, all this is moot. But essentially, now that W is here, Azir can't just E to it, which would push him to it, and Q somewhere. So Azir's E brings him straight to his minion, or to his guy, and his Q forces it through somewhere, giving him quite a bit more range, so he can only get back to here. It won't work. He can also get to like here, which might be best, but Elise is actually covering it, which is what high elo does. Elise might not even be intending to cover it right now, but, you know, just being passively a great player. Yeah, and additionally, because one person was in front of his E, he actually stopped it from getting over here. And another W was up, so the point was mute. But this is important to just note if his W's are down. I apologize, though. Anyways, Chovy's he's just gonna wreck him again. No worries. I'm kind of sad, though. We don't have face cam with Chovy. I miss Chovy face cam. He is funny. He looks very happy and funny at times. Anyways, we're gonna shove this wave in, get the back, be very happy. He pretty much gets the perfect back in a perfect situation in the game. And his team is winning for the most part, so he's pretty happy. Although he's going against one of the best AD carries in the world still, in Deft. If you guys want some Deft gameplay, you be sure to leave me some likes and leave me some comments telling me you would love to see Deft. Also his teammate, to be honest, so it's kind of funny, if I recall. I believe they are both on HLE currently. So that'd be pretty fun. Anyways, he's gonna keep trying to do what he can do. Ah, he was briefly doing it. I thought he was actually gonna do it. But still worth highlighting, even though he's not doing it. I do think it's right to do it, by the way. I do think it is correct in a competitive standpoint to do it, but this is also solo queue, so he might believe it's incorrect. But essentially, in this case, even though I thought he was going to hold the wave, he stops the wave here, throws his spells at it because he will sustain off them to get all the CS guaranteed versus letting it go into turrets, possibly hurt the turrets and everything else. And it's relatively worth for him. So in some cases, you can get away with this if you're not going to take much damage. This ward is bad. This ward is incorrect. This ward is incorrect because it only gives vision up to here. This is not good enough because if the other guy is smart, he can just go around. He can also go around this way. This ward is never good enough if you have time to get a better ward, and he most definitely does. he most likely could just get a ward out here covering this. Especially if he thinks he's going to be shoved in. Like, you do this ward when you don't feel safe and think you're going to get shoved in and you don't have a better option. But he does have a better option. He has multiple better options. This ward's just incorrect. That's what I honestly believe. And of course, sure, I'm allowed to say he makes one incorrect thing here and there. Oh no. He made one incorrect thing happen in the heat of the moment of playing a game. Whatever will he do? Oh! He doesn't quite get it. Oh my god. Oh, he told me to shut up. This is his way of telling me to shut up. Alright. So, what I believe is happening here. He sees his jungler's blue has spawned. Because in high elo, they actually do love to actually take their jungle quadrants and take all their jungle camps. He believes maybe it's up. And even if it's not up, he just wants to get the ward on it for the sake of timer and for the sake of free vision on if he crosses by. Because he's going to see the Nidalee here, he knows, hey, blue buff is up. I have the chance to take this. He hovers it to see the HP. He sees the HP is low, so he quickly debates, should I flash and go for this? He deliberates for all of 1 to 2 seconds. Oh, he deliberated during the initial phase, sorry. Or, you know, his brain just really fucking, it just really processed really fast. And he goes in. He hits everything. Makes it look great. And Massacre gets the blue buff. Tried to take the blue buff too, just to deny her the XP. But yeah. And I'm going to let you guys watch this one more time. This is beautiful. Just beautiful gameplay. Yep. Oh my god. And the Azir didn't even shove it in. She's getting punished like 0% for this. Oh my god. This man is too good. Now he gets to collect this entire wave. He doesn't care. I believe what he's actually doing here is fighting for priority, so he doesn't actually want to let it freeze, to let Azir go do things. And Elise has found Azir, which is just good for him. So essentially he's shoving in for the sake of getting more XP and more everything while being able to go around the map, which is a very valid way of playing, especially in solo queue. I enjoy freezing personally. I know Apto also enjoys to freeze, who's a very, very prominent and amazing player as well. You guys can also comment if you would like me to review some Apto gameplay, as I adore that man. Greatest 2-trick in the world. Maybe 3-trick. Mostly 2-trick. He shoves this in. He gets his back. He's really happy. This CS gap is gargantuan, by the way. This is like almost 2 more kills, so it's like this Azir's actually 0-4 instead of 0-2. That doesn't make him 6-0, but it's more important to note just how far the gap is. So we're walking right back to lane. No big worries in the world. We're doing okay. And he goes for the harass. Doesn't get it. Oh my god. Night Harvester, you were strong. So he's going to start fighting him for priority like I thought. Okay. Okay. So this is a sense of a different playstyle. Perhaps his is very likely better than what I'm thinking, obviously. I do think the options would be to freeze or to go on the Azir, or to push the Azir in like this. He's going for more advantage in gold plates, versus what I would be doing would be freezing here, trying to widen the gap by slowly whittling him down between our 2 life bars. His play seems very good, though, for solo queue, especially. Of course, he would not play like this if he didn't have to. It's solo queue. Oh, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That's a mistake. I'm going to enjoy Azir's gameplay here, though. This is part of my fear of doing this kind of play against Azir, because this kind of stuff can happen versus the longer lane. So he gets the shove in. Oh, he whiffed on that minion, whatever. He gets the shove in, and he thinks he's good. But he steps up just a little too much. And then he tries to go around, which Azir couldn't know. So Azir comes in with this, walls the entire thing. So walls the entire thing, pushing all this. Shoving him into turret and out of the shroud. Letting him see her. And even though... Oh, maybe it didn't actually matter. Yeah, it didn't actually matter. I forget that Akali R can go for this. And I just saw this. What's wrong with me? But it was a worthwhile play still. But she R's through it. Getting onto him. He still manages to get all the way back here, which is good. So he actually plays it perfectly. So Azir couldn't conceivably die without getting Akali with him. So she kills him for 220 gold, as we saw. And 220 gold is not equal to 500 gold. This is not equal, and 500 is clearly the bigger number. And Azir scales just as hard as Akali, if not harder, if played properly. So this is like even worse, because this gold is actually worth more, because he's actually being allowed to get more money than he should. This is a pretty poor mistake. Alright, let's fast forward to when Chovy is alive, because all we care about is the boy. Azir gets back because he's lower level first, I believe. And because he died slightly first, and he can just QE into it. Elise is trying to keep him out of the game, and they're going to keep him out of the game. This poor guy. So you guys can't see it, but there is a TP on the map. The TP is somewhere in mid lane, from what I could tell. Yeah, there it is. Aatrox is looking for a trade. And... yeah, this is poor. You're both basically trolling with your lane states. Aatrox is trolling because he can't conceivably gank this. Oh my god. Alright, Chovy chooses to live this time instead of suicide for the kill, which is correct. By him being alive, he can easily just back and get back to base, full HP, before he would even spawn again. And he doesn't want to trade money around, especially since he's worth an extra 150 again. So it was actually 800 versus 220 last time, but yeah, it's fine. So he did TP here, which we can't see. For whatever reason, the spectator is bugged. But yeah, can we, is there a way to see it? No, we can't see it, but he does do this. This poor Azir, man. This is just the life of a very sad player. Very sad. He can't do anything anymore because his scaling champion got massacred by Akali. So he's just desperately trying to go to a side lane to actually get money, but he can't do that even because Chovy follows him, which, while not always correct, it still feels like it feels terrible. So he's just gonna shove him in again. Doesn't really mind. The Brom's looking for the play. Oh no. He's looking for death too. Oh no, he isn't. He didn't. He actually used the first proc of R. I'm sorry. Oh no. He gets deft. Oh yeah, he did. He got this, and he's going to get one more, and he's going to try E over the wall, but fail it. I don't actually know if you can E over that wall. I assume if he's trying it, you actually can if you're doing it properly. Wow, that's interesting. Anyways, it's all good. Oh, sure, we'll watch this play. I should probably make another Lucian video to actually make it up to you guys also for the really low quality FPS Lucian video. Oh, the Azir actually gets something back for this. That's really bad. Ooh. Oh, we don't get to see anymore. I actually want to see the rest of the fight. Chovy's going to try to meet up with his team. Not manage to get there. Hop over. And we're okay. Ooh. So he's going to clear some wards. No big worry here. And he'll head topside most likely to start getting farm against Aatrox. Very important note, if I haven't done so before, I will make sure to do it now. You want your free main sources of money to actually take all 3 lanes even in the mid game, if at all possible. Usually want to do it with TP up so you can actually assist with your team, but it's not always required. So in this case, Lucian, Akali, Samira all want gold. There are 3 lanes of gold, so if you control the 3 lanes, you actually are still getting the most income at all times. As you can see, Akali is going to take this source. Samira and AD carry generally should take mid source because it's the easiest and you have the most team with you. And Lucian takes the bot source. This is all fine. You are not constrained to your lane. Lucian is not constrained to always take the top source. This does not have to happen. No. Additionally, of course, Samira, that means, is not constrained to the bot source. And Akali is not constrained to the mid source. It makes more sense for Akali to be in a side lane. And it makes more sense for Lucian to be in a side lane. It makes more sense for her, wanting to be with her team, to be in the mid lane. Additionally, the most members go in the mid lane because they can rotate either way. So it makes the most sense for the AD carry support and jungler generally to be in mid. And he is looking for this Aatrox. Oh no. That's sad. He just, it's like he 3-shotted him. Well, he is 10-2 now. My goodness. He's going to shove this in, and he can either help his team out at Drake, or he could just keep shoving. I believe both options are super viable. Although I know many people will disagree with that, of course. It's looking like he's opting to keep pushing, though, so I feel more intelligent. We're gonna go in. Alright, he shoves it in. He's hoping his team doesn't int into here. But it looks like it's completely fine because the Azir's not even there and they're already getting engaged in. So this looks super free. I'm sure if we had Chovy's VOD, he was actually like checking. I'm sure he was actually like checking in on how this, monitoring how all this was going to know what he had to do. Which is kind of sad that we don't have the VOD in that sense, but any VOD replay like this will always have this issue. So he's going to go ahead and shove in mid. He's shoving this in because they clearly are going to win. That Jinx is probably low, and the Azir is worthless. So we might as well keep pushing the gold lead. As you can see, he's got about 140 at 16 minutes, so just the pushing of the gold lead is really good. He's also going to kill the Aatrox again. This Aatrox is way too far up. This Aatrox, and also anyone playing the side lane, needs to realize, hey, I see the enemy mid laner that killed me is here. How far in this lane can I go to actually be safe? I don't think I can make it to here because Akali just does exactly what she's doing here. So, logically speaking, I probably have up to here to do the lane. I have up to here because if I see Akali is missing, I have time to actually walk back. or if the Akali gets really close. Like, this still might be a little too far, even where I'm typing it. Or not typing, but writing it. But the point is quite clear that you can't do this. You might as well be inting. Like, it's just unacceptable. Of course the Akali's gonna come. She has nowhere else to be after she farms the mid wave. She spends her money, she gets back to mid. We see a bit of a team fight, which we don't get to see, of course, so we just get to see the entry. He goes in, wrecks the Jinx, goes over there, trying to wait out exhaust, goes back in, Nidalee gets out, gets that, it takes the Nidalee spear, so he's walking away so Nidalee can't jump on him, as he doesn't want to give them a shutdown gold the second time, and yeah. Oh, so free. He starts the rift, but he doesn't help with it. I don't think he should help with it either. And, oh no, why are you inting? What the hell? That's so sad. Like, this Aatrox might as well be inting. It's 7 deaths in 18 minutes. Yeah, that's terrible. And, oh no. No. Your jungle doesn't belong to you anymore. That works. Holy crap. Wait, he's golden in the air. So he uses Zhonya's in the, or not Zhonya's, but the stopwatch in the air to be able to get the damage in and be golden so the rest of the team can't hurt him when he, oh my god. I know I'm trying to do analysis, but when I don't know all these things, it's intense. It's a beautiful sight. Oh. Oops. Oopsie. Bit of an oopsie right there. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, my my commentaries and my analysis is for lower elos to assist you guys getting up to like gold and plat. So I don't think I'm oh no, he's kind of inting it now. Ooh. I don't think I've overstepped my bounds in my statements. Oh! Oh, he just outplayed all of them. Oh my god. And now the Azir. Oh no. They all want it, but they can't have it. Oh my god. We're not going to be able to see the fight, so I just kind of accept it. I think that's an ace. He goes back to the side lane, as I mentioned earlier in the 3 side lanes explanation. And he continues to get it. He's going to farm a little harder. They're taking a fight top side, so he takes the shove in bot side, which is fine. He sees an extended fight in top side, so he starts to shove in mid, taking mid turrets. He also probably saw mid turret was lower, so it was just more realistic to take it. He also chooses not to take inhib to actually join the team, which is fine. Yeah, this is completely fine. And, oh no. Oh no, Aatrox, buddy. Buddy. Where do you think you're going? He almost has a death every 2 minutes. He's almost there. My god. He just, I mean, the Azir does also, but we watched him get dumpstered literally by Chovy and his jungler, so it's gonna happen, you know? He sets it back up. He's going back to get ready for Drake. He sees Azir has overstepped his bounds and just wrecks him. They go to Drake. They take Drake. Oh, they're going to fight. Sure, I'll watch the fight. Gets it. They keep going. Gets that one. Looking for this one too. Look how smooth these movements are too. He just gets right out of the circle and immediately comes at him. Like, we can't see the circle, but the circle always appears after Akali uses the or one of her skills for a passive. He had to walk out of the circle to get max damage. You just see perfect movements this entire time. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna shove in. It's looking like a win here. Yeah, 19 kill, 2 def, 5 assist game. In actuality, 3 def. In actuality, probably should have been like 19-1 and 5. Like, he's a monster. He's a monster. We love him. I think it's quite clear this game is over. I don't know if I need to keep reviewing this. I'll fast forward. They won. Okay, we can watch this last team fight together. And while we do, I'd like to remind you guys, if you enjoyed this content, if you found any value out of it. What? They didn't fight? I want to fight. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. If you guys enjoyed this content, enjoyed absolutely anything to go with it, please leave me a like, give me a comment, let me know what you enjoyed, let me know what you guys want to see. I am more than happy to try to accommodate the people. And yeah, that is the game. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you all next time.